My name is Daniela Beeler, and the first time that I went and saw Dave and Janella give a presentation was a little over a year ago. And I just, the background on me and mediums and spirits and things like that is that I was raised by a mom who believed that there was something more than what we see here. However, with being unsure of what that is and what that meant, we didn't draw a lot of attention to ourselves, meaning that we didn't wave a flag and visit the other side, if you will. About 3 years ago, my mom passed away, and for the first time in my life, I missed her and couldn't get to her. And after I met Dave and Janella, and they made it seem so easy and comfortable to talk with them, I decided to go to one of their presentations. And lo and behold, my mom decided to come on through. And it was quite a moment for me. It made me realize for the first time ever that I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that there's more than just this, just the here and now. And I find comfort in that. And they were able to identify my mom specifically, as opposed to just all moms out there that love their kids and would wish us well and things like that. My mom was a very big Dale Earnhardt fan, and having seen Dave and Janella's presentation several times, my mom comes through quite often, pretty much every time I see them. And she likes to make reference to the number 3. And when they first said the number 3 and is the number 3 familiar to you, I could say, well, she had 3 kids, and my birthday is in March, and I could say all different things like that, but that didn't really pin it down until I got home that night. And as I opened my door, I looked on a shelf, and there's my mom in a picture with Dale Earnhardt's card. She's holding up number 3. So that pretty much sealed it for me. There have been several times, like I said, that I've seen Dave and Janella's presentation, and sometimes I may not really recognize what the identifying piece was that really locked it in as my mom. As a matter of fact, my mom, to the best of my knowledge or recollection, I guess, was always a blonde. Always a blonde. Blondes have more fun. She was Doris Day. And at one of the presentations, Dave mentioned that I thought that they were talking about my mom. And one of the things that Dave mentioned was that she was a redhead. And I was like, well, that can't be my mom. It couldn't possibly be my mom. My mom has always been a blonde. And he made reference that it was a choice of being a redhead, so that she would have colored her hair. And I thought, gosh, that just doesn't sound right. That couldn't possibly be my mom. But there were so many other references that were really identifying it as my mom. And he referenced that she was a smart dresser and different things that really tied it in, and that he could see her or felt like in this image, she had red hair, was in a smart-looking suit, standing at the back of a pretty snazzy car. And I thought, what in the world? That can't possibly be my mom. And then I went home, and we were looking through some old pictures, and I found a picture of my mother that I had forgotten about. I'm about 3 or 4 years old, and my 2 brothers are standing next to this beautiful woman with this fire engine red hair twirled up like a birthday cake on top of her head, right at the back of our beautiful Chevrolet. I don't know what make it was, but my mom had wanted to be a ravishing redhead for my dad, and she did it just that once, and we have that picture. And so that was just another time that I knew for sure that it was my mom.